Hey, good afternoon, good evening, whatever. YouTube is into exercise here. And I'm just coming in to tell you what I did with my hair this weekend. Um, this look right now, I had a headband on it earlier, but now it's just kind of there. This is a flexi rod set that I did. That's what my initial thing that I did. I did it on wet hair. And then it came out okay, pretty good on this side, where they were nice and spirally. This side, I didn't let it dry completely, so it was poofy. So I just wore it with a headband the rest of the day. And then later that night, I two-strand twisted it about, they were about this wide, I guess you'd say. And then rolled those on flexi rods, rolled the twist on flexi rods. So that's what this look is. So for what it's worth, I'll show it to you. Okay. It was kind of the look I was going for, just the big fluffy curls. But the treatment that I did for my hair on Sunday to get this, I washed and conditioned. No, I'm sorry. I'm having a brain freeze for a second here. I colored it first, and then I washed it with the Revitalizing Pomegranate Green Tea Shampoo. Okay. And I used that. Did I use this conditioner? I might not have used this conditioner this time. I used the shampoo. And then I did a deep condition, which this is what I use for my protein treatment too. It's Profective Mega Growth Deep Strengthening Growth Conditioner. And I usually use this whenever I want to do a protein treatment. And I do like about a tablespoon of honey and maybe a tablespoon, a little more of olive oil mixed with it. And then I let that sit on my hair. And I always do that after I do a coloring. And just to help try and rebuild the proteins in my hair and everything after the damage of the color. Because color is always going to damage your hair. I don't care how much you do to it. It's you got to lift the cuticles to get the pigment in there, so it's doing something to your hair. Anyway, so I did that, rinsed that out, and then I did a steam treatment with the Beautiful steamer, and I put the 3-Minute Miracle Aussie 3-Minute Miracle plus some extra Aussie Moist on there, because after doing this, my hair was really matted and tangled and dry. Not because of this, but I mean, my hair is protein sensitive, so it always feels a little dry after. That's why I always follow up with a steam treatment. But I had worn my hair in a wash and go about a few days before I did this, and it was all, it was curly tangled. It was just, and I wore it like that for like 3 days. So rather than detangling before I did everything, I like braided it the night before so that it'd be kind of stretched, and then I just started with the color right away. So by the time I got to the conditioning and all this stuff, my hair, I couldn't even pull it apart and separate it. Those ends were so dry and icky, and it took me like an hour to detangle my hair, which it never ever takes me that long. My hair, 20 minutes max, because it's just not that thick. It, once I get conditioner in there, it detangles very easily. So for me to have to stand there for an hour was not even cool. But I got it. It was good. I mean, plus I was trying to detangle with my fingers so that I wouldn't have a lot of hair loss or any breakage. So I didn't. It was a very small amount of shedding and it wasn't breaking. I think it was shed hair or pulled out hair or whatever. Anyway, after the steam treatment, I followed up with a Kimmy Tube leave-in conditioner, and then my As I Am Double Buttercream moisturizer, and some oil. It's probably the Jamaican Lime, I think, is the oil that I'm using, that company. So I followed up with that, and then I rolled it on the flexi rods. So that's what I did. Tonight, I think I'm going to, actually, I'm not sure. I like the fluffy curls, but I wanted them to be more spirally. So I'll have to think about it, but I need to moisturize it. It feels a little dry. I'm tempted to straighten it so that I can get my ends clipped really, really good, because they feel like they've got the knots and kind of rough, and I think that's partially why it tangled so bad. So, but I guess I can do a length check while I'm sitting here before I do whatever I'm going to do to it. It's growing. So here we are. Sit up straight. I usually go under here, but now it's like way under there. So that's on the sides. I see you, Bo. I see you, Bo. And here's the other side. I can't wait till it gets down to actually touching. Okay, and the back. You know, every time I sit on the floor, the dog thinks that I'm down here to play with him. So the back, oh, comes down, and it's past my collarbone, I think. Where's my collarbone? Right here. Bo, move. Doesn't listen to me. He humors me. So anyway, move. Okay, so collarbone is this. So we're just a little past that point. So yay. I can't show you the front. I can kind of show you, but I can't, because this is the section that I cut when I was taking out my, not kinky twist, I was taking out the crochet braids one of those times, and I cut it, and it was like to about here. So now it's, you know, growing past that point. Let me get some of this long hair out of here. I'm doing all this without a mirror, so it's a little challenging. But this is where the very front is. It's about here. This is some from the back. But if I take all of this, you know, from you know, a little further back, it's coming down pretty nicely. So I was at the tip of my nose until I cut it, or very close to the tip, which was always my goal. So, and the back just goes down. Down to there. Wait, okay, my head is straight. I guess it doesn't. There. So, Protective Styles is what I attribute the growth to. So after Memorial Day, I will be braiding it back up. If not sooner. I may not, because I'm going out of town and I don't really want to have to deal with my hair. So I was thinking about a weave because I thought that would be cuter. But if I get the energy and the time, I'm going to go ahead and put those braids in. I want some small micros this time. So that's it. Length check, products I used, and I'm pretty much, this is pretty much going to be my staple products. I've got some other things that I want to try, but I'm going to stick to what's working for me. I did discover that when I use this sulfate-free shampoo and conditioner, I get more curls. That's what I did my wash and go with. Because y'all see on the video where I did the first wash and go, and it was a fail. That was like an epic fail. And so I did it again with this brand of conditioner. And I just did a co-wash, and then I just put a little small amount in my hand and just worked it all the way through. I didn't separate or anything, and it did way better, way better. So I think that's the clue for me. I guess my mind's not working tonight, so I'm just gonna call it done. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.